This is... Fuck. Fucked up my own intro. Knew the format for the intro. Totally fucked it up.
You have to put that at the beginning of the thing now. You have to put that this is... Fuck.
Welcome to Fake Fighting Frenzy. I'm your host, Steven, and cackling as always is Derrick, the champion of know-it-alls.
D-Rock, I'm D-Rock.
D-Rock, broadcasting live
World Heavyweight Champion.
from the place where a tiled floor literally means a tiled floor.
Yeah, this is some, yeah. You should have seen the tile I had before this. It was ugly. Just white tile.
White tile is beautiful. It's racist that you say it's not.
This is Spanish tile.
Oh, Spanish tile is the best tile in the whole earth.
Yeah.
I know
Spanish
because
tile.
I'm part Spanish.
This is a diversity-driven household. We have Spanish tile here. And wood. I don't know what that signifies.
Welcome to Fake Fighting Frenzy.
Every time you do that,
Today we're talking about NXT.
You have to put all of this in.
Yeah. Today we're talking about NXT.
Okay.
And about how it used to be on Hulu, and it's still on Hulu.
Is it? Yeah,
and now it's like super exclusive for the network. Only it's not exclusive for the network.
It's not at all exclusive.
Because it's still on Hulu?
They put it on Hulu before it's on the network.
Oh, yeah?
They put it on Hulu at 9 in the morning the day that they show it on the network at 9 p.m.
Disrespect.
Well, like, I mean, for the people that pay for Hulu, you know, I guess.
For the people that pay for Hulu, they can wipe their ass because
the
they
people
still
that
get
pay
ads.
For Hulu, yeah. The people that pay for Hulu are fucking, they get TV also.
First of all, I watch Hulu. My girlfriend has a Hulu subscription. I'm a fan of Hulu. Hulu's a rip. Because Netflix, you pay, no ads. Hulu, you pay, you still get ads.
Yeah.
And you can't fast forward through the ads. You can't just do like a skip ad thing and watch 5 seconds of the ad like on YouTube. It's almost as biased as television. NXT.
NXT. The
Full-
future is now.
Full of superstars.
Full of superstars, both present and future. And sometimes past. They get some past in there.
Yeah. Okay, first off, my beef with NXT always is that both people who fight in the match usually don't get an intro. They usually have all the jobbers that come in. They don't get exposure.
Yeah.
They don't get intros.
I mean, they
barely get a name shout out.
The NXT, a lot of NXT is really by the numbers, kind of, you know, the beginners wrestling. So it's a lot of, you know, guys are trying to get over and wrestling against jobbers. It's kind of the same sort of format that Monday Night Raw was when it first came out. It was just like all the guys that people want to see fighting jobbers and winning.
The all-win team, yay.
But, I mean,
so
you know,
is that the problem with Raw now?
They
is that
also have... No, Raw has fucking amazing matches.
Yeah, but the problem with Raw is that...
The matches are too good.
People love the jobbers now.
No, not even, like... I wouldn't call them jobbers, even, necessarily. They're just... The people are... The people are falling in love, basically, with the guys that are coming up out of NXT because they're trained like a motherfucker to wrestle. And now you got guys like The Shield and the Wyatts and Cesaro and Daniel Bryan came out of there. And they're all... Well, Daniel Bryan was a fucking awesome wrestler way before he didn't need any NXT. But, yeah, they're popping out with all these amazing wrestlers. And now they got Sarah Del Rey is training all the women. So I think before that, the women were also trained by men. So, which explains a lot of why they like try to do men's moves and they suck at it. So I think the fact that they're being trained by a woman now is really starting to open up the talents of the women's division. Now you have like Paige and Emma.
I think the women's division in NXT is 10 times more entertaining than the Raw Divas division.
By far. The NXT women's division could take over the Divas division right now and make it like 10 times more interesting.
I just think the problem with the Divas, the like professional Divas, is that
they're models who can't wrestle.
That, and they're too obsessed with being perceived as pretty and attractive.
Yeah.
And they can't just be a character.
Right.
Like, that's what makes AJ the only entertaining diva to watch, is because she's a crazy character.
Right, yeah.
She's wacky, crazy girl who's unhinged.
Her interaction. She had an interaction with Bailey on NXT that was so funny, where she just came up and hugged her like a little fangirl. That's Bailey's gimmick. She's this like cute, adorable little female wrestler who also has a banging fucking body. And
whoa, Derrick said it. She got the banging body award.
Banging body, and she's basically, her gimmick is she's like a fangirl. So she's just like this little adorable person that just like talks awkwardly to people and wants to be everybody's friend and give people hugs and signs all her tweets with the hashtag Hug Life.
Hug Life. I wonder if Tupac would be pissed that they took his words and made them into something weak.
Well, then he'd be really pissed at Pineapple Express because he just fucking says
it. Another thing about NXT that we got to talk about is, of course, how they have best episode ever.
It happened again.
Best episode ever. Off the rails. Should they, because they still have Cesaro in like the entrance video to NXT. I think it's about time they take Cesaro off the entrance video. I know he shows up.
Yeah, they have him there and like with his name too. So it's weird that they do that, because it seems like they like, especially after the match with Sammy Zayn, it seems like he's pretty much done.
Like graduated.
Yeah, he's done with NXT. It seems like, but I don't know. Maybe they're planning on bringing him back for match 5 with Sami Zayn. I'm down. They could wrestle fucking 20 times for all I care.
It would be WrestleMania worthy to see Sami Zayn fight Cesaro.
It would, absolutely. That match would tear the house down at WrestleMania, without a doubt.
But that would be a huge call up to Sami Zayn
that would be.
They're probably not ready to do.
Big time. That would be big time for Sami Zayn. I don't think they're ready to give him that kind of push. They should, but they won't. I don't know if his character is really ready though.
No, seems very raw still.
He's still in the ring. He's a fucking beast, but he's still this like awkward, nerdy punk rocker guy who, wears a beret.
He just needs to find something to define him. Aiden English.
Aiden English. I love Aiden English.
You love Aiden English?
I love Aiden English.
I despise Aiden English. He's too good a heel.
That's why I love him.
No.
That's why I love him.
He doesn't have the singing chops it takes to get to Broadway.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point, that he's not really that good of a singer. That's the same thing with Fandango.
But the whole point...
Fandango's not a good dancer, but he thinks he's the best dancer ever, and he walks around like he's the best dancer ever. That's the whole gimmick.
But he shouldn't be... He should be a better singer.
No.
So that it's more ironic that he's so dumb that he doesn't realize that wrestling is the wrong avenue in which to pursue a career in the arts.
It's better to be a shitty singer because that antagonizes the crowd more.
I just wish he'd go out there and do a monologue from a Streetcar Named Desire or something.
Yeah. No, but he's a singer.
Really tear it off the rails and then do it. He at first I thought he was going to be an opera singer.
He is kind of,
but he wants the bright lights of Broadway.
Yeah. I just love the idea that he sees wrestling as a stepping stone to Broadway. And apparently, according to the NXT announcers, anyone that gets to Broadway has to go through the World Heavyweight Champion.
Until The Rock gets cast as Annie in Annie. Wrestlers aren't ready to make the transition to Broadway as far as I'm concerned.
I'm down for Mick Foley as the Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, that would be too apropos.
That'd be great. But no, I always love guys that are just like the super classy, snobby fucking heels. Like any guy that has like classical music as his theme song is already like on my happy list. And then, you know, if they like carry a scepter or, you know, just like, yeah, no, I'm basically talking about this guy.
Who he didn't remember his name,
this guy,
so it doesn't matter.
Something Champion. He had Champion on his butt, so that's all we know about him. And he had a scepter.
Maybe George remembers his name.
George might. We should have asked him.
Mojo Rawley. I don't get hyped. I stay hyped. I don't get gimmick. I stay gimmicked.
Yeah. And people really like Mojo Rawley, it seems. Like, some people really like it. I don't get it. It's just a guy that's stoked all the time.
And is just, like, getting easy matches.
It's just it's just like an uber jock, getting squash matches, basically. I'll be interested when he fights somebody that he doesn't squash in 2 minutes. Maybe. But even then, I might not be interested. I'd love to see him go against, like...
I want to see how exactly he stays hyped when he stays hyped. Because you have to use
here's the thing.
Some sort of mood destabilizers to stay that side.
Here's the thing about Mojo Rawley. Okay, he says, I don't get hyped, I stay hyped. But the amount of his life that's lived on camera is like 0.001%. So who knows if he really stays hyped. He's just always hyped when he's on camera. But that's like kind of funny.
It's worth it just to meet Mojo Rawley one day and gauge his hyped level at the time you meet him.
But you can't like go up to him. You have to like sneak around and see if he's like really hyped. If he's just like walking around normal and he's like, you know, smoking a doobie or something like that, I'd be like, liar! Liar! You don't stay hyped! You get hyped!